You should never, ever answer a knock at your door at 3 a.m. But I did. And now, the thing outside won't stop smiling at me.
Dude, what the hell is that?
The man standing on my porch was tall, too tall. His limbs bent in ways that made my stomach twist, and his smile, it stretched from ear to ear, like his skin had been sliced open and pinned back.
Is the door closed now?
I tried, but the moment my fingers touched the knob, the thing outside laughed. Not a human laugh, something wet, gurgling, like it was choking on its own voice.
It's still out there. It's just watching.
The streetlight flickered. For a second, I saw its eyes. Black, endless pits. Then it took a step forward. Just one. But the sound, it wasn't footsteps. It was more like squelching, like something dragging itself across the ground.
We need to run, now.
I turned to bolt, but the hallway behind me wasn't mine anymore. The walls pulsed, breathing like living flesh. And at the end of the hall, another door stood wide open. Inside, the same grinning face peered back at me.
It's inside.
The thing tilted its head. Then, in a voice that wasn't a voice, more like 100 whispers at once, it spoke.
Distorted, overlapping. You invited me and...
My blood turned to ice. I never said a word to it, but then I remembered. The knock. 3 slow, heavy raps. And without thinking, I'd muttered,
Mere realization, come in.
The thing's smile widened. And then the lights went out.
Where's the back door?
I stumbled through the dark, my hands slapping against wet walls. The air reeked of something rotten. Behind me, the squelching grew louder, closer.
You can't hide.
My fingers finally found the back door. I wrenched it open, only to freeze. The backyard wasn't there, just an endless hallway, lined with doors, and behind every one, a faint, wet knocking.
No.
The thing's breath tickled my neck.
Lethal knock knock.
I screamed.
Let go.
It didn't. Instead, it leaned in, its stretched grin inches from my face. The smell hit me. Old meat, damp earth, something sweet like rotting fruit.
You said come in. You didn't say leave.
I yanked my arm back, but its grip was iron. Behind me, the hallway stretched impossibly long, the doors creaking open one by one. Shapes moved inside them, silhouettes with the same 2 wide smiles.
There's more of them.
The thing chuckled, a sound like nails on glass.
They've been waiting.
My pulse pounded in my ears. Think. The thing had rules. It couldn't just take me. I had to invite it. Maybe I could uninvite it.
Desperate, you have to leave now.
The thing went still. Its smile twitched.
Dangerously quiet.
The hallway lights flickered again. The other doors slammed shut. All but one. At the very end, a sliver of moonlight spilled through. An exit.
Urgent run.
I twisted free and bolted. The thing shrieked behind me, its voice splitting into a chorus of wails. The floor trembled, walls bulging like something was pushing through them.
You don't get to leave.
I reached the door and skidded to a stop. Outside wasn't my street. It was a forest, dead trees clawing at a blood-red sky, and standing between them, dozens of figures, all smiling, all watching.
Horrified this isn't real?
A hand landed on my shoulder.
Oh, it's real, and you're stuck.
I I turned. The thing's face was peeling now, strips of skin hanging loose. Underneath, nothing but teeth.
What do you want?
Its grin split wider.
Delighted, everything. Come in.
You shouldn't have answered. You should never, ever answer a knock at your door after midnight. But I did. And now, I'm pretty sure whatever's on the other side isn't human.
Who the hell is knocking at this hour?
I shuffled to the door, half asleep, expecting a drunk neighbor or some kid playing a prank. But when I looked through the peephole, the hallway was empty.
Weird.
Then, knock, 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 3 sharp raps right in front of me, but still, no one there.
Okay, not funny. Who's there?
Silence. Then, a whisper. So close it felt like it was coming from inside my own head.
Let me in.
What the yeah.
I stumbled back. The doorknob started rattling. Not like someone was trying to turn it. No, like something was slamming into it from the other side.
Nope, 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 nope.
I bolted the lock, heart pounding. The knocking stopped. For a second, I thought it was over. Then,
I can wait.
the voice wasn't at the door anymore. It was behind me in my living room.
How did you...
I spun around. The couch was empty. The TV was off. But the air, it smelled like a wet earth. Like something dug its way out of the ground.
You shouldn't have looked.
The lights flickered, and in that split second of darkness, I saw her, standing in the corner, pale, smiling, too many teeth.
Get out of my house.
The lights came back on, she was gone, but the smell lingered. And then, I heard it. A slow, wet, dragging sound, coming from the hallway.
Too late.
The bedroom door creaked open on its own. Inside, the sheets were pulled back, like someone or something had just climbed into bed.
Oh, come on.
I grabbed my keys and ran for the front door, but when I yanked it open,
Going somewhere.
she was outside, blocking the exit, her head tilted too far to the left, her eyes black, hollow.
What do you want?
You let me in. Now I stay.
The door slammed shut behind me, trapped between her and whatever was waiting in my bedroom. And then the knocking started again. But this time, it wasn't at the door.
Is inside the walls.
The knocking grew louder, faster, like fists pounding from inside the plaster. And then, a new sound. Scratching, clawing. Something trying to get out.
Oh, no. No, no.
The wall cracked. A single bony finger poked through. Then another, and another.
They're almost here.
The drywall split open, and that's when I saw them. Dozens of hands, reaching out, grabbing, pulling.
Who the hell are they?
The ones who came before you.
The hands wrapped around my arms, my legs, dragging me toward the wall, toward the darkness inside.
Oh, let go.
But it was too late. The last thing I saw before the wall swallowed me whole. Her smile.
Welcome home.
And then, nothing. I woke up, gasping. My bed. My room. Morning light streaming through the window.
A dream?
I laughed, relieved, until I looked down. My arms were covered in dirt, and on the floor, wet footprints leading out of the room.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
The smell of wet earth filled the air. And from the hallway, a whisper.
You didn't think it was that easy, did you? You can't hide forever.
I pressed my ear to the door. The whisper wasn't outside anymore. It was right on the other side.
What are you?
Hungry.
The lock clicked open on its own. The door creaked inward. Just an inch. Cold air rushed in, carrying that same rotten earth stench.
No way.
I slammed the door shut, but this time, the knocking didn't stop. It echoed through the house. From the walls, the ceiling, even the floor beneath me.
Are they coming?
The floorboards splintered. Hands burst through, grabbing my ankles, pulling me down. I screamed, clawing at the carpet, but it was no use. The darkness swallowed me whole.